What's up, people? So you hear them dubbing GGG an all-time great, and you look at what GGG has accomplished. He's done some good things in his own right, but they're ready to coronate him. That this is very interesting. Now after he beat Steve Rhodes, who is well, he beat Steve Rhodes. He called out Canelo. Oscar De La Hoya responded by saying, win a title, and then you're worthy to face Canelo. Triple G responded by saying Oscar De La Hoya, it's just all talk. Oscar came back with, win a title, and then you can face Canelo. Why is it you gotta face a guy who's 84 ranked, a guy who's inexperienced, a guy, yeah, he's undefeated, but he's never been at that level. You want to face that guy and then face Canelo when Canelo has faced Danny Jacobs, who's a world champion. You know what I'm saying? I thought about it. And for once, I agree with Oscar De La Hoya. Why is it Triple G gets an easy break at Canelo? Why he got to go the easy route to get Canelo? So Triple G gets Canelo in a rematch, which he already had a rematch. Canelo beat his ass. Officially, and however you want to look at it. I look at it as Canelo beat his ass twice. But even so, he gets a free shot at Canelo after beating a guy who's unknown, untested at the highest level. You just get a free shot at Canelo, and is Demetrius Andrade sitting in the wings? No, come on now. Come on now. Triple G, you can't just get Canelo like that. You have to first show that you deserve that Canelo shot. Now, I was listening to Triple G at the end of his fight, post-fight, and they were interviewing Triple G. You guys be witness to this. And Danny Jacobs' name was brought up. Somebody asked, well, if you can't get a Canelo fight in September, what about Danny Jacobs? First of all, Triple G was answering questions without, having to get an interpreter. All of a sudden, he stopped. And Triple G, all of a sudden, needed an interpreter to translate to him before he could respond. And he responded in his native language. What he said was basically, well, I've already proven that I've beaten these guys before. We need new people now to beat. And I thought about it. Why would Triple G want to face Danny Jacobs again? He had a tough fight against Danny Jacobs. It's the first fight. He didn't look like the Triple G we know about. Triple G was stopping everybody, right? Till he met Danny Jacobs, right? And Danny Jacobs arguably won that fight. If he didn't get dropped, it would have been a clear decision on his part. Triple G dropped him. Fair enough to Triple G. But after Triple G dropped him, Danny Jacobs, he woke up. And Danny Jacobs was beat. We all know Triple G after that fight had a lumpy face. Let's just put it that way. Danny Jacobs had lumpy eyes, but Triple G had a lumpy face. And who landed the last punch in that whole fight? Daniel Jacobs. Yes, Daniel Jacobs throws a flurry of punches. And as much as the reporting was very freaking biased, Daniel Jacobs was he was ripping it into Triple G. Let's be real, right? And we realize Triple G don't got no fucking defense. Which is why Jonathan Banks, at the end of his talk, was talking about how Triple G's defense wasn't good. And he didn't like what Triple G was doing. He gave him a B+. He really meant a B-. he didn't readjusted it to say he got a B-, right? Triple G wasn't moving his fucking head. And we all know Triple G don't move his fucking head, right? And then Jonathan Banks got him to move his head in round 3, and then he stopped the guy in round 4. And Jonathan Banks is working on Triple G's what? Defense. He's working on his fucking defense. Why? Because Triple G knew he did not win against Canelo the first time. He knew he didn't win against Canelo the second time. Why? Because Canelo had what? Motherfucking defense. And he proved it by facing Daniel Jacobs and clearly beating Daniel Jacobs because of his motherfucking defense. And that's not something you're going to learn overnight. And as much as Jonathan Banks want to work with Triple G, motherfucking Triple G ain't going to be able to do shit against Canelo. He going to look like a novice again. Because Daniel Jacobs got fucking good defense too. And he was nothing compared to Canelo. Canelo been doing this since he was a kid. All right, he had that defense on point since he was a child. So you ain't gonna out defense Canelo, okay? And getting Jonathan Banks at this late stage in your fucking career ain't gonna do shit to you. You're gonna do a little bit there and there, but you're gonna be the same fucking Triple G, and you slower as fuck, and a guy who's a nobody in the name of Steve Rose. I say nobody, no disrespect to Steve Rose. We don't know him like that. That's what I mean by nobody. It's not that you're a nobody, Steve Rose. I see you got some skill. I watch some of your fights, but you don't belong at the. You are outmatched. Basically, you've never been at the Elite 11. I'm not going to even say you don't belong there because I guess you would have more experience and stuff. You would have made that fucking mistake you made and had Triple G go switch to southpaw, shift to southpaw, and catch you like that. You wouldn't have gotten caught like that. First of all, if you was at the elite level, you don't know about that, so you inexperienced, so you got caught and you got dropped, right? He was trying to hold, and Triple G, I like what Triple G did. Again, when somebody's trying to hold you in a clinch, you go low and then you work your hands out of it. All right, I'm gonna show you Marcos Maidana, Alexander Povetkin, and now Triple G. All show us the same thing. So if a guy, let me show you guys this. It's a very important point. A guy, especially if a guy can grapple you and grip you, right? What you do is you go low. That's how you get out of it. You get out of it like that. You don't try to pull away from him. You'll be wasting your time. You got to slide down and out of it. Alright? In martial arts, if a guy grabs your wrist, you do like this. You go down and back up. Down and roll it. Ha! Alright? Alright? That's the trick. So the same thing. If a guy grapples you, you go in, down. You can't see this, but in, down. Right? I'm going to show you like this and out. And you break the clinch. Alright? And then you can do whatever you want after that. So I just want to show you guys because I thought you guys need to know how to break a clinch. Right? There are different ways how they clinch you, so that's another thing for another day. But if they clinch you, they're trying to grapple up, like how Steve Rose was trying to grapple up against Triple G. Triple G denied him the grabbing, denied him holding him, right? So you do. Anyways, Steve Rose is inexperienced. You can't have an inexperienced guy, 84th ranked, not even in the top 10. You come back, you say, okay. Take, for instance, Keith Thurman came back from a 2-year layoff as well as Triple G. Who do you face? Josecito Lopez. We know Josecito Lopez. We know he a long, sharp guy. We know he could top of the apple cart. Josecito Lopez trained like a motherfucker too, right? He's not just this ordinary guy. He's won a minor world title before. He's been in the top 10 junior welterweights. Okay, at welterweight he's never been in the top 10, but he's been in the top 15. You know what I'm saying? He's been, you at least know Josecito Lopez. You're going to do a warm-up fight, man. Come on, man. You don't go with Steve Rose. I mean, Steve Rose. The other thing about Josecito Lopez, he been at the championship level. He faced world champions. Yeah, he's faced world champions and former world champions. So all of that you have to factor into the equation, you know what I mean? But anyway, I digress. My point is that when you look at boxing, you got to know what it is you're looking at. And I really believe that as much as Triple G had all those title defenses and all that stuff and he proved himself, I still think he should come to the table with something. It'll make the fight better. So if Triple G really want to make a fight for all the marbles, he say he want to become the undisputed middleweight champion, why not grab a belt? Go for a belt. Become the undisputed middleweight champion of the world. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, you don't have that goal anymore to become the undisputed middleweight champion of the world. I say, go for it. You know what I mean? So, that's what I think. Because Canelo, that's what Canelo's going for. And you got a perfect guy waiting on the wings. One way or the other, you got to face one of these guys. You're going to have to face Danny Jacobs, Demetrius Andrade, or Billy fucking Joe Saunders. One of them Triple G need to face. He can pick. All of them are young, hungry lions. You know, Demetrius Andrade, at least he might be thinking about it. Yeah, he might be the easiest of them. But Billy Joe Saunders, he fought somebody at 168 and beat his ass. So he been at 168. Canelo been at 168. Danny Jacobs, his experience has faced Triple G, and you can argue he beat his ass. So the only one, the one who, if I was Triple G, I'll go at, be Demetrius Andrade. He dangerous too. They're all fucking dangerous. But they're all elite. So I love to see Triple G in with any one of those three beasts. But you need to put him in with somebody who's A-level. Alright, Demetrius Andrade is obviously A-level. You should get him while the getting is good, because Demetrius Andrade is about to face Solenki. Solenki is no joke. If he beats Solenki, like Danny Jacobs did, he definitely can handle Triple G. But Solenki brings a lot of stuff to the table. You know, Gabe Rosado was about to stop Solenki, so we'll see how Demetrius Andrade can do. And Solenki gonna be ready. That's who Triple G needs to face. Either Demetrius Andrade, Billy Joe Saunders, or motherfucking Daniel Jacobs. He needs to face somebody credible before he faces Canelo. If I were him, I'd face Demetrius Andrade because he got a belt. So the risk versus reward is better. Or Billy Joe Saunders, who has a belt at a higher level, WBO belt. Either way, he should face one of them. Either Billy Joe or Demetrius. Either way, pick your poison. That's what he has to do. No easy handouts for Triple G. He keep on getting easy handouts in his career. You know, he's been fighting a whole bunch of B-level fighters till he faced Daniel Jacobs. That's the first A-level fighter he faced. And we saw what's the difference between an A-level fighter and a B-level fighter. Went on to face Canelo Alvarez, another A-level fighter, and saw what happened with that. And people who argue Daniel Jacobs beat GGG, but Canelo didn't twice. They're fucking hypocrites. Okay? Because if Daniel Jacobs was beating up on Triple G, what was Canelo doing? You know, Canelo was killing him then. Canelo landed a whole bunch of shots, power shots especially, on Triple G. Alright? Landed Triple G with power shots. Daniel Jacobs was like even, I think, or some shit like that. Then, when we look at defense-wise, Triple G at least touched Daniel Jacobs. Triple G did not touch Canelo for most of the first fight, he didn't touch him. And the second fight, didn't touch him one bit. Triple G was the one wearing shades. Canelo walked out of that without even a headbutt cut. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, Danny Jacobs I look lumpy, but mostly because of headbutts, but nonetheless. When you look at Canelo, man, it's going to be murder. It's going to be murder if Triple G gets a third fight with Canelo. Now, Triple G going to make money. We don't know if he's going to come out in a coma or something. You see, tough guy routine is not good. You keep getting shots to the head like that, you are destroying, your brain. You're destroying your body. So I don't care how much in shape Triple G thinks he is. Let me just say, Canelo killed a guy in sparring and was a damn good fighter. I don't want to see Canelo kill Triple G because it might be death. Canelo might kill him this time. Alright? He was able to withstand. He's a tough guy and all that shit. But let me just be real with you. Canelo is the goods. And if that motherfucker keep on hitting Triple G like the way how he did in the first and second fight, Triple G is not going to come out that ring the same guy. He may come out that ring on a stretcher, come out the ring and collapse. You saw what happened with Zav Judah. You saw what happened to other boxers. This is boxing. This is not play boxing. Motherfucking Canelo might just do that to him. Alright? And Canelo's no fucking joke. Okay? So, the guy who Canelo killed actually in sparring, I could find I can look him up for you guys. Was a former world champion, man. Alright, so Canelo is not a guy to fuck around with, okay? Plus, Canelo showed that he has the power carried all the way up to 168. So fucking Triple G thinks he's gonna fuck around with Canelo. He gonna learn something real quick. Canelo is not a guy to fuck around with. Canelo's fought a full-fledged 168 pounder. It's probably gonna go back up to 168 and 175, which tells you how much power Canelo got and how much strength Canelo got. I don't think Triple G want to deal with it. This is a middleweight Canelo who's almost a super middleweight already. All right, so Triple G now gonna be fucking with the wrong dude. That's why he's trying to get defense, but he's not gonna. Canelo's just way too skilled and way too crafty. Canelo will destroy his ass. You know, Canelo's been getting stronger now. He's a full-fledged middleweight. Triple G's ass is on grass. Okay, Triple G need to. You know what I mean? He need to decide if he really want that paycheck or not. Because he's 37 years of age. Canelo ain't even 30 yet. Canelo's a fucking beast. I don't think you want to be messing with Canelo. I'm just saying, you might think you want that paycheck, but Canelo, if Canelo can't get the belt with Demetrius Andrade, he gonna make you fucking pay for that. He gonna make you fucking pay for that. And you're gonna pay dearly. You know, if you face him the third time, you know, he might put you to sleep in that ring. He might kill you in that ring. You know, that's the kind of Canelo we're talking about. And you old. This is a young guy's sport. Yo, we've been taking punches. This is not a fight to take punches with. And you ain't going to become Floyd Mayweather in that ring. So you might as well think about what you did chasing down Canelo. Because he might be chasing down your death. Mad to be burying you or burning you, cremating you. So Triple G need to understand who he's actually going to be facing. Canelo's not no joke guy. He would kill you. He would kill Canelo, Deontay Wilder, fucking Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. They all got mean fucking streaks in them. Alright, even Anthony Joshua. Alright, they got mean streaks in them. These guys will kill you. They're not gonna think twice about killing you. Okay? Sean Porter, you know, Keith Thurman, you know, Danny Garcia, they don't have a problem killing you. It's the referee's job to protect the fighter. But they will finish the fighter regardless. So that's kind of killers we got. Alright? Guys with really mean streaks in them. And Errol Spence he's a killer, but he's more of a machine-like killer. But nonetheless, he's a killer. And these guys, you know, if a guy ends up dead in the ring because of them, they're not gonna feel no how because they already signed an agreement and stuff. And it's a blood sport. So if Gennady Golovkin understands this, I don't care how much he trains. You 37 years old, get your ass out the ring. I know you want to get a paycheck, but you might get a better paycheck with Demetrius Andrade or with Daniel Jacobs. You might have more leniency. Canelo, think about his mindset is not the same as said Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs will smoke you, yeah, but he still got a heart. Canelo ain't got no fucking heart. You know, he's cold. He'll kill you in that ring. As close as you a friend or whatever, he'll kill you in that ring once he's boxing. He's going in for the kill. If he can get you dead, he gonna kill you. You know, and I hope people understand that Canelo is a killer. You know, he don't got one punch knockout power. But the accumulation of punishment and then the moment he finishes you might be worse than if he didn't have one punch knockout power. One punch knockout power at least relieve you of your misery. One, you know, devastating concussive stroke, you know, of punching, right? But it's a different story when you're accumulating punishment and you're building up a concussion and you're internally bleeding inside of your brain because that motherfucker be pounding you to the head. And then you got damaged organs because he's pounding you to the body. You know what I'm saying? Triple G took 2 years off from that Canelo fight for a reason. For a reason. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I can't. He be chasing down. Triple G be chasing down that fight. I don't know if you need to chase down Canelo. Canelo is not the same Canelo you faced the first time. And he ain't the same Canelo you faced the second time. Alright? He's gotten better, stronger, faster. He got more punching power. your ass gonna be grass if you go in there, Triple G. You know, let the young guys face Canelo now. We need people like Demetrius Andrade facing him, Billy Joe Saunders facing him. They need to face everybody in the division, more or less, that was at the top tier. Them last two is what need to face Canelo. How Canelo can do it is he faces Demetrius Andrade, become unified champion of the world. If he's rematching Danny Jacobs, he should rematch Danny Jacobs. That's a contemporary of his kind of. Because Danny Jacobs, you know, is strong, he's young. Maybe he could do something a little different. But after that, maybe Jermell Charlo. How about that? Jermell Charlo is green, though. Jermell Charlo is too green for Canelo, but whatever. Faces that dude. Maybe Jarrett Hurd moves up. Maybe, what's his name? J-Rock. Whatever. The point is, Canelo moves up to 168. Faces Billy Joe Saunders. Callum Smith, who's reigning at 168 right now, he's the dude to beat. And he's on the zone. So I'm just saying, that's where Canelo could be at. And you know, move up to 175. Face Sergey Kovalev or one of them other guys. And, you know, Beterbiev or Bivol or Alexander Gavordik. Whoever is the top guy up there. Right? Call it a day if he wants to keep on going. But at the end of the day, Canelo is not only the cash cow, he's dangerous. And Golovkin thinks he knows and understands Canelo. Canelo came with two different styles at Golovkin, and he's going to come with a third style. He's going to come at Golovkin with a third style. So I don't know what Golovkin's camp is thinking or what Golovkin is thinking, but Canelo is not a joke. You know, you can talk how much you want. Canelo is a dangerous guy to be playing around with. And that guy know you now, inside and out. He know what you bring to the table. You can't really truly change up your style against him. I'm just saying. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. You guys have a good one. Peace. Deuces, I'm out.